Power baby, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Point Fighter Live. I'm Alex Reyes. I'm here today with Maggie Messina from Female Fighters Matter 2. We're gonna have an amazing show. How you doing today, Maggie?
I'm doing awesome. Awesome. Very good. Thank
Awesome,
you. Thanks for
great.
having me.
Yes, no, thanks for joining us. We're gonna be talking about everything Female Fighters Matter 2, and we just came back from the gala. Was it last week? The weekend before,
Yeah,
right?
it was the 20th. The 20th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
The
20th.
same weekend as K Talk.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was such an amazing gala, and I was honored to be part of it and covered it. We got a bunch of pictures. There was great performances. Awesome awards, great announcements. Like which we're gonna talk about now in depth with about everything. But it was an amazing experience, and the sport needs something like this, right? A gala. Female Fighters Matter too. What you guys are doing are just incredible. What you're doing and with Female Fighters Matter too. So, how long did it take to prepare for this?
It took several months. It was like planning a wedding,
Yeah,
but I love planning events. I've done events for many different things. I even ran a tournament for 5 years, the Long Island Winter Open. And, it's something that it was a lot of fun. Yes, it was a little bit stressful, but at the end, in the end, it went great. Everything, came together,
yeah,
and we had a lot of people come out. Which it's not just how many came out; it's who came out. And the promoters from NASCA, my grandmaster was there,
yeah.
and I had people from Nassau County and New York State
Yes,
present some citations and
yes,
proclamations, which was very special. It was nice to see the support that we had because I've been going to some of these tournaments for 40 years since I was a kid, and it's nice to see how everything comes full circle, and I'm able to thank and give to those who helped mentor me since I was just a young 18-year-old kid competing. um, and it was just an extremely heartwarming evening. There's just no other way to put it.
it was a feel good evening. You had some great performances there too. It almost felt like a NASCAR night show their first minute,
Yeah,
right?
that was nice. And what was great about it is because there's a lot of events you go to and it just drones on and there's really not much going on. So that was an idea I had.
Yeah,
And there are athletes from other teams that I do sponsor. And I did want to speak about the sponsorship and what Female Fighters Matter 2 sponsorship is about.
yes,
It's about I look at it from perspective. I look at everything from when I was a competitor coming up the ranks and what I could have used to make life easier. Okay. So Female Fighters Matter 2 is all about helping people.
yes,
It's not about, competition with other people, yada, yada. And it's about, people are on teams today, and it's very expensive to compete. Some of these athletes, they do 7-8 divisions. That can be like $700 in one
yes,
event, plus
yes,
hotel, plus this. And
yes,
I know, as I had my team many times, how expensive that can be. There were times I sponsored one athlete and it was like $20,000 for the year,
wow,
and that didn't include the international stuff.
yeah,
So I wanted to come up with an idea where I can help people and offset that cost.
yeah,
And so we started, just giving to events that weren't given the equal amounts to women. And then I realized that we need our counterpart. We need the men and the boys to help women grow. We have to grow together. If we don't grow together, things are going to continue to be stagnant.
yes,
So um, the movement started sponsoring teams, athletes. We were kind of doing whatever we can to just help. And now we're at a point where we're like, wow, we really want to make a big impact.
yeah,
And what we do is we give two events for their grands. We did give $2,000 to K Talk that same weekend, and that covered the women's four grand champions,
yes,
$500 each.
yes, yes,
Um, and we do that. We did it with Cowboy Up, and I want to say, like, I think we sponsored like 20 events this
Yeah,
year,
a lot.
and
Yeah.
several athletes.
Yes.
Um, Also, it's about, sometimes there are athletes that are really into it and they're doing really well. They're on teams, they're kicking it, and then they kind of hit a wall, and they question themselves, what am I doing here? Because there is a lot of politics and everything involved,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
anything. It's just the part of it's just part of life.
Yeah. It's part of it. It's part of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, for me to see an athlete that was once so vibrant and happy, and then to all of a sudden see that athlete sad and questioning whether I want to do martial arts anymore. That doesn't happen for not a reason. There's always a reason.
Yeah.
And I do have someone that I sponsor that as a kid, they went through that. And I do know, just by having a school there, it's the same thing when a kid's coming to Taekwondo, or an adult, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden they want to quit. Why do they want to quit? It's important to have that conversation with them, because sometimes it's just a little thing that are a misunderstanding. And I did come across this with one of the athletes that I sponsor, and it broke my heart to see this person want to quit. And it was just because they didn't feel valued where they were.
Yeah.
And so when I saw that this person was going to quit, I had a conversation with the parents, and we were able to kind of like talk to him and, work it out and figure out what was what. And now he's back on the circuit. He's doing phenomenal. He's so
Awesome.
happy.
Wow.
And why I tell this story is because it's so important for us to make sure we keep our eyes on all our players on our team, not just the superstars.
Yeah.
It's imperative, because it's not just about winning. It's not just about building a team's ego. We're dealing with human beings here, children, adults, and it's so easy to break their belief system. It's so easy to really tear them down.
Yeah.
And that has been something in my forefront lately, where I'm concerned about it. I'm concerned to see the athletes not really being appreciated for who they really are,
Yeah.
human beings, someone trying to become something greater than they are today.
Yeah.
And I feel that that needs to be nurtured, cared for, and of course, paid for. Um, and female fighters comes in to help with that. We're not about, I have over 500 students of my own. I run a school in New York, and
Yeah.
I've been very successful at doing it. Uh,
It's a beautiful school, by the way. I was there.
yes, you
I
finally
tried it, and it's
finally got
so.
to see it. It's
I got
something.
inspired by it. Like, I'm remodeling my school now just because of you. Like, literally, like, I want my 20th year anniversary next year, and I'm fixing it off from everything in there. Like, I was so impressed by you with your school, how clean and how beautiful and nice it is. That I want to do that for my
It's funny
students.
is that
Yeah.
I've never I don't brag about myself. Oh, I have this, I do this, I do that. I'm just the type of person where I just do what I do, and I don't have to tell the world what I'm doing. But it was refreshing to have you and some of the other people come down and say, "Oh, wow, you actually have a school, like you actually teach."
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been teaching for 40 years, and I've built teams and have had teams over and over again. That is not where my heart is to build a team and have a team of my own.
Yeah.
If I wanted to, I
Yeah.
could do that very well. I mean,
Yeah.
I have the people, and I have access to the people to make them great.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm looking to do, or what Female Fighters Matter two's mission is. Our mission is to help people, help athletes feel like athletes, treat them like athletes.
Yeah.
And um, I think we're doing that. Fortunately, as you grow, and as your movement or business grows, there are times when we outgrow people. And it's unfortunate, very unfortunate, but it does happen. And that's another lesson that I've learned just lately, is that as you grow, you cannot continue to keep yourself in the same box.
Yeah.
You have to grow.
Yeah.
And as Female Fighters Matter 2 grows, I just hope that, that everyone can grow with us. There's no reason why we can't
No,
work
yeah,
together
for sure.
and make the sport greater.
And it's 100% positive. Everything you're doing, like
Everything positive.
everything you're doing
Yeah,
is so positive. You're helping tournaments. You're helping people, right? And and like what you said, you could have your own team if you want, and but you want to help other people. And even like you announced some sponsorships to people that are on sponsored teams now, but that people realize that that helps. Like if you're a sponsored athlete, if you see somebody on a team, chances are every tournament that you see them at, it's not fully sponsored.
definitely
Everybody.
not.
There's zero
Definitely
teams
not.
that do that. They're the most sponsored teams give out there is probably like 5 or 6 events max. The fully sponsored team. I'm talking about the best, and this is a fact. It's not an opinion that I'm giving you here. So that's where Maggie could come in, and she's doing it right, helping out these awesome athletes that are already on teams that are being sponsored, but a little bit more. So like I don't. I think that that's 100% positive. There's zero negative things that anybody could say about that, and I love it. I love what you're doing. I love that you're doing that because, like what you said, you could start your own team, right, and have
I
and do
mean,
that
come on.
well. But
Yes, but
why? Yeah,
it's not what I want to do. You
exactly.
know what I mean?
You're
Like,
helping also the team because while they're competing at more tournaments because of your sponsorship, guess what they're wearing? The team uniform,
yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Yes. It's like
Exactly.
so it's helping the team. You're actually
Absolutely.
you're giving it a boost. It's like giving a little when you have a video game and these kids get these boosters,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
you're
exactly.
boosting,
It's a little boost. Yeah,
you're
exactly. You're
boosting
absolutely
their
right.
team. You're actually literally sponsoring the team in a way, literally, right? So it's like it's just amazing with what you're doing and like seriously, like all the money that you've given over the years, like it has to be. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's like millions. I don't know. It's incredible.
People say, it's the end of the year and everything. So towards the end of the year in any business, that's when it's crunch time.
Yeah.
And you realize how much you've given and
Yes.
how much you gave that you didn't have to give.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I go into my own pocket and give. I don't have
Yes.
to do that.
Yes.
Some of the teams that I've sponsored, I design their uniforms. I get them their uniforms. Make sure the sizing is right. And it's not just about ordering a uniform.
Yeah.
It's about design. I design it. From A to Z. And I don't have to do that, but I do it because I want. It's who I am. This is
Yeah.
from the depths of my heart. It makes me happy to see people look good, because when people look good and they look like an athlete, it permeates from the inside out.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It's incredible, Maggie. For real,
yeah,
it's really incredible. And you know what? What you did has been working. Like the women's division, like I see them now, like events that you're sponsoring them. Like before it was like before promoters were like, oh, why give that money if it's not equal? But by giving the money, you actually literally prove to everyone that if you build it, they'll come. Because I've seen open
absolutely.
weight divisions in the women division the almost about the same as the men now. So it literally like worked. Like it took time, but it showed everybody that if you build it and you have perseverance and you keep it there, it will come. And like that's it. You basically prove to everybody that
I
there's
took that from
quality. You know? Yeah,
yeah, I took it from
yeah,
a personal perspective, because
yeah,
I know when I feel important,
yeah,
when I feel appreciated and cared for, I'll be there.
yeah.
So how is it any different from tournaments and making sure that all divisions are treated
Yes.
the same, and that you can go to an event and say, oh, wow, I actually have a chance to get up on stage.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you go? You're making people feel special.
It's
It's
true.
not like
It's
a
true.
mill. It's not like, okay, just let's get it done, run it fast, run it fast.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you can't make people feel like that, because why would I want to come to a tournament and feel like, oh, they're just going to run me fast and just throw it, a bunch of kids in the seats to judge? No,
Yes.
I'm not going to go back to that tournament,
Yeah.
and NASCA has been great as far as supporting it as well. I mean, they added another division for
Yeah.
women,
Yeah. People are
another
listening,
trans.
not just money. Yeah. That divisions and stuff.
It's
Yeah.
not a you're right, exactly. Some
Yeah.
people, why do you have to give all your money away? Blah blah blah. It's not about that. What are we here for? Why am I here? What is
Yeah.
my life about? My life is about making the world a better place while I'm here. And I
Yes.
don't say that because I took it out of a book or something because I'm
Yeah.
trying to, have a commercial right now. It's got nothing to do with it. It's
Yeah.
because that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I think we're all here for a reason. I think we're all here for that reason, but
Yeah.
not everyone finds the journey
Yeah.
while they're here. That is my journey.
Yeah.
And it's wholesome, it's honest, it's true. So I
It's
mean,
incredible. And it's incredible.
nothing, yeah.
Seriously. It's incredible to me. Like, I mean, I know I'm boosting a lot about it, but it's like everybody has to, because not only that, it's a domino effect too with other people. You know, there's equality everywhere. Now you're seeing the prize money, even if they're not sponsored by Female Fighters Matter too.
People
It's
are
becoming a
well,
norm.
yeah, it's
It's
forcing
becoming
people
a
to force
norm.
their
Yeah.
hands, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they see it. They say,
Yeah.
"Oh wow, the formula does work." Of course it works. If you make somebody feel important, they're going to show up. If you make somebody feel like they're unimportant, they're not coming. They're not going to come back, right?
Yes. Yes.
You have to have an event where everything matters, from the judges in the seats, the way they look, the way they're dressed, they present themselves, the way that the promoters allow the guests to treat each other. That
Yes.
matters. Like,
That
if you have an
matters.
event and you allow people to curse at each other and bicker,
Yeah.
because I've seen it. Why in the world, why would anyone want to bring their child back to that event?
Yeah.
So
True.
every single factor matters.
Yeah.
It all matters. And I think by, you know, running the event and the equality across the board really helps bring in better people.
Yeah, no, it's true. It is. And then, like you said, now you're helping teams, you're helping events. And like, it looks like, you guys have a lot of merch too that you guys got
Yeah, that
out there.
merch, yeah, the
Yeah.
merch, all the merch that's sold, all of the proceeds go back into the cause.
Yeah.
Because where's this money coming from, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly. Yeah.
where is it coming from? And so I spent the first several years, the money was coming from my own pocket.
Yeah.
And then it just, people, you see the need for it.
Yeah.
And, there's these little events too that are in, different countries and stuff, and other states, and they call for sponsorship, and they just need a little,
Yeah.
and, I want to help them as well. But
Yeah.
where's the money coming from? People,
Yeah.
it's funny is that, some people, some events take, and they give very little back to the
Yeah.
sport.
Yeah.
And that's frustrating. And, some events want to be the only event. Some
Yeah.
teams want to be the only team that's
Yeah.
sponsored. And I've
Yeah.
had teams that I've sponsored, I've had teams where I sponsored them for many, many years. And the sponsorship you can't take away. And it comes to a point where you start growing and you start seeing a change.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not a positive change,
Yeah.
and you have to make some hard decisions.
Yeah.
And I'm about, we're about growing and helping more people, not just some people. You know what I mean?
No,
So
yeah, that's how it works. And
yeah,
I really think that, God puts people in seasons for you sometimes. Some people are not meant to be there for you the whole
you're
time.
right.
You're
You're
there for
right.
a
It's a
season.
tough
And
lesson
it
to
and it
learn, though.
helps to your ultimate journey. But like, people are gonna come and go, and that's natural and it's okay. And
Yeah.
but like, that's what you said, that's a part
Like
of
Medea
evolution,
says, right?
growing.
Some people are
Yeah.
branches, some people are leaves, and some people are the root of the tree.
Yeah, you see. So, but I love the process of it all. Like, that's something that I've just, because that's happened to me too with my process of Point Fighter Live. Because it's funny, because we've kind of like grown in like
Yeah.
this, right? We started around the same time, and we've created, we created kind of like, I don't know, a position or whatever you want to call it that never existed, right? Pretty much, it's like we're really the only ones that really do these things. So it's like, it's pretty cool how we're like, and the steps and I know you plan things out. Like with me, it's kind of just been like, let's see how it goes. Right? I didn't plan none of this almost, right? Just I just wanted, my thing was just like, I want to put the sport on the map. That's really
Right,
just
right.
the thing. And then but with you, you want to have, you look like you have a blueprint, and like me, you want to put the sport on the map, but you have like all these, like almost like a blueprint, and it looks like it's perfectly coming out the way you
Yeah,
plan.
I
Is
mean,
that how
yeah,
it's been for you?
everything rolls out and
Yeah,
everything takes time. Everything rolls out in time, in a particular time. You just don't,
yeah,
create a nonprofit and just make everything just start happening. No.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
mean, it's a process.
It's a
And
process.
I never thought that female fighters would even become its own thing. I thought it was just always going to be a part of Swerve. But
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
here we are, and it's completely the opposite.
It's crazy.
And I just want to make clear that for the people that listen, we're all about helping you help your athletes and help your events. That's it. We can't we we're trying to help a lot of people. I mean, I can't tell you how many people have reached out
Yeah,
just this past week
yeah, yeah,
for
for
help,
sure.
you
No, for
know.
sure. Yeah,
Um, and I'm the type of person, I want to help everyone, but sometimes we can't.
yeah.
And so what am I going to do about that? I'm going to create more ways to create more funds so I can next time.
Wow,
You
that's
know,
incredible.
I
No, I know, and I know that that's a hard part of everything too, because I've dealt, I've had, I've been a sponsor before of teams, and I've given back. I know people, and like I know that when you start helping people out of every I even know somebody that was a sponsor in the sport, right? Jason Chen, I'm gonna say. And he told me it got to the point where he couldn't go to tournaments anymore, because every time I go to a tournament there'll be people wanting, and he just couldn't do it. And he was like it was almost frustrating to him. So but I know that you kind of like have done a great job with that, because there's a system in place, right? where
right.
where you
You
have it
have to go to our website.
professionally.
You
Yeah,
have to fill out the requests. Then the request is not just it's not just me
yeah,
that's making all the decisions. It goes through our team. And our team sits down and we determine, what are we doing here and what can we do for this person. Sometimes if we say no, we can't do it this year, we'll do our very best to make sure we have the funds in place to do it next year.
yeah,
And I want to make it clear, I don't, I'm not on payroll or anything.
yeah, yeah,
Everything
yeah,
is
yeah,
free, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
um, I
No,
am
you're even trying to
very,
get more money to come in. Like you're
yeah,
even
I'm
you
fully
just
confident
yeah,
that
yeah,
that this is, female fighters is going to be something that will be up in lights. Okay,
yeah,
like you said, I have a plan.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's just the beginning for sure. I
this
think
is definitely just the
yeah,
beginning.
yeah,
So, and martial arts is our heart. That's where our core is. But we do help other female sports.
wow,
So
wow,
we've helped rugby teams, baseball
wow,
teams,
wow.
basketball teams. We're looking into helping with some
Amazing.
wrestling teams. So the fighter is just not the fighter in the martial arts industry. The fighter is the fight of the woman to
Yes,
be to never feel like she's not seen in
yeah,
any sport.
amazing.
And yeah, so
You gave me goosebumps now, by the way. Just
oh
saying that.
yeah,
Yeah, because it's like wow, it's not. Yeah, that's amazing. Seriously, just I'm seeing the vision now while you're saying that. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah. So are you? We'll be in Toronto this weekend.
Yes, yes,
I'm leaving tonight,
yeah,
and I am bringing all the new merch.
yes,
We're sponsoring the event. We're
yeah,
very excited about it. We
yeah.
sponsored, I think, like 8 divisions or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Toronto International Tournament of Martial Arts Champions. I'll be there. Point fighter proof. So yeah, there's 8 divisions you're sponsoring. Yeah,
So
that's
you'll be
awesome.
there this weekend.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm gonna
Awesome,
be
awesome. That'll be great.
there.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm really excited. I love their event. They have a
Yeah,
great venue.
yeah,
It's definitely, when I walked in last year, I said, okay,
yeah,
this is the way you do things.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And of course, nothing's perfect. As time grows, you get better and the event grows and gets better. But I love the Canadian people.
yeah,
They're so friendly. They're so energetic. and they're so about it, about martial arts.
No, it's true, 100%. No, and
And
like what you just said, when you walk in, this is a tournament inside an arena, a sports arena.
exactly.
People play hockey, and actually, I've never seen that anywhere else except this year when I went to Germany and at the WKU Worlds, and it was like an arena. I was like, man, that's when it hit me. I'm like, this is like another level, right? That's another level
Absolutely.
right there, and that's something where the sport needs more next level stuff, like having it in an
There's no
arena.
reason why we don't have events like this. There's
Yeah,
not any reason why not to. It's just that you got so many people wanting to do their own thing and not collaborate and come together.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and
And they think small sometimes. Sometimes you can think
yeah,
big,
people
and
get used to making
there's
a little
ways
bit
to
of
get
money,
these
and yeah,
places.
and they think,
There's ways to get them. Like if you get an arena, you know, a lot of times the tourist departments will help you with things if you could have an event in the arena, like because they know people are going to be coming in from all over the
of
world. So
course, of course.
yeah. So it's like it could be done, guys. You could do it. You just gotta, like anything, you gotta think big. Sometimes people think too small, or they think that they can't do it, or
It's
yeah,
I think that people are sometimes controlled by their fear of it
yeah,
not
fear,
working.
yeah,
And you
fear,
know what? It may not work, or you may lose the
yeah.
first couple of years, but if you want it, you got to build it and you got to
Gotta build it.
sacrifice.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. No,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm looking forward to the Toronto tournament this weekend. I leave tomorrow. It's going to be an awesome event. And the gala was amazing. I think that did they give you a Maggie Messina day? Is that?
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. So, yeah,
Yes, that was a complete surprise, right?
that
Yeah,
was that
yeah.
that to me, I was like, "What?" And to
Wow.
have my grandmaster there and hear that was
Yeah,
like, "Wow." So,
yeah.
yeah, the Nassau County named November 20th Maggie Messina Day.
Woo!
I'm
Now
like,
that's
"What?"
power. Hey, that shows that your city, like they are seeing like what a great asset in the community you've been. Like you said, 500 students, your worldwide reach with Female Fighters Matter too.
We
Like
do a lot of community
yeah,
work. We work with a Chinese organization. Around COVID, we did a lot of self defense classes
yeah,
because these people were feeling afraid, and I never say no. I'm always I feel the give back is so important
yeah,
in this journey. So aside from Female Fighters Matter too, I have my school. We do
yeah.
self defense. We do self defense seminars. We do a lot of things with the kids. We're very involved in the community. They have a not so spooky walk,
Oh
and
yeah.
they do this right in my town, Albertson. And I have to tell you, thousands of kids came out this year,
Wow.
and they go through the park and it's all decorated and everything, and then they come to the end with a kids section where we are. We give them taekwondo lesson. We give them everybody, all the different vendors give them trick or treat candy for free. It's all about it's a beautiful feeling because it's
Yeah,
like a feeling of community.
yeah, 100%. No, no, it's really incredible
That's
everything.
really important.
Yeah, no, it's incredible, and like it's exciting. I can't wait to see you this weekend. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
I'm
awesome.
excited
I
too.
love your energy and everything, and like it's gonna be awesome. So the next year there's gonna be a gala as well, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
It looks like it's going to be November 19th.
November
Yeah.
19th. Beautiful. Yeah. No, it
Yeah,
was.
definitely bring your dancing shoes because we're already planning what's going on.
Hey,
Remember, I never do anything. There's nothing I do that's always the same. I always,
yeah, 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 yeah.
you know what I
It's
mean.
yeah,
So
for sure. It's
yeah,
gonna
it's
be.
good.
I'm already. You're already planning it out already in your head.
Yeah, we'll talk offline about. I have a plan for you.
Hey, and also, oh, for me, you said a
Yeah, I
plan
got a
for me.
plan for you.
Yeah, I'll break in there. I'll do a breaking demo. That's it. It's done. Let's do it now. But I'm here making suggestions because I love to break. But hey, real quick, your team is amazing, and like we have to talk about them because they're like. So I want you to just
Absolutely.
give a shout out to them and like everybody that's behind the scenes and like doing things. Like you have a great team and they're awesome. So yeah, just let's talk about them a little bit. Brandon, I know did a lot with
Yeah,
with the gala,
yeah.
right?
He does all the behind the scenes stuff. He gets all the all the social media and all that. I have a Ross Rosenfeld. He's my social media team. He's the head of my social media team.
Yeah,
He's great. you saw the
Yeah,
photographers, the
yeah.
videographers following around all night. And then I have Miss my pretty much my right hand, Mimi, Miss
Mimi.
Mimi, we call
Yeah,
her,
she's
and
awesome.
she's the one with the pink dress.
Hey, and she teaches too,
Yeah,
right?
she's
I
a
didn't know
first
that
degree
till
black
this
belt.
morning
Yes.
when I saw a video of your promotion Saturday, and she's there out in the uniform. I didn't know that. Wow, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
no, she's a third degree black belt, and all three of her sons were black belts of mine,
Wow,
and two were instructors. And Michael, her youngest, he just left for Buffalo State. He's in Buffalo College.
wow,
So he's there for college, but he's an amazing instructor. He'll be back, when they have breaks and stuff to teach. Um, then we had, my family came. My husband's family came, which was really sweet. My dad does a lot for everyone. My
yeah,
father-in-law,
yeah.
bless him, bless him.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
met them. Yeah, I met them. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah,
yeah, he's a great guy. Just like I couldn't ask for a better dad. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And his brothers were there. My grandmaster was there with some, and then you had all the other grandmasters here. You had Grandmaster Dennis Brown, John Chung,
yeah.
Mike Sawyer. We did some cool.
It was awesome. It was
Yeah.
great.
And
Yeah,
I'm sorry if I miss your name. There's no way I could say everyone that was there.
no,
Uh,
yeah, for sure. It was
Olidi was there. Mike
Lee,
was there.
Sawyer, yeah, John
Yeah.
Chung, Don Rodriguez. It was great to
Don
talk.
Rodriguez, Christine.
Yes, and
Love
it
Don.
was great to talk to them. Like I was telling them, I'm like in a human like environment, kind of like a
Absolutely. A
party where it's not we're
stressless
just oh this
environment where
that.
you're there to just enjoy your time.
Yeah, and that was so cool to just be there talking about just general stuff. Not even we didn't even talk about tournament stuff that much really with them. Just it was cool. I really liked that part of it. So
The food
that
was
was
really good. The
oh
ambiance,
I had filet mignon. Yeah, it was
oh yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Everything was really great.
Yeah,
We had open bars, so people were happy about that too. Um, yeah, it was beautiful. I had some of my students. I limited 20 students. I could have
wow.
filled that room, but I
Yeah,
said I only had some of my black belt
yeah, yeah, yeah,
teens come.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So and when we got back to the school, they were like, Master Messina, we had no idea. Like you're like really involved. You know a lot of people. My students don't have any idea what I do. Like they don't understand the caliber of it.
Yeah,
And I like it that way,
yeah, yeah.
because they just treat me like, a regular Master Messina.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
But they
That's
were really blown away. They were like, "Oh my
yeah,
gosh, you know so many people," and the kids that the people who performed, they were like amazing. We had Haley Glass,
yeah.
Amber Rutherford. We had Nate
Yeah.
and Katie, and who else was there? Oh,
Amanda, Amanda, yeah,
Amanda Dorte. Yeah,
yeah, Amanda.
amazing athletes,
Amazing.
amazing.
It was
I
great.
mean, you could see everyone that was there and anyone was there. These individuals work so hard. And their parents are also so committed to them
Yeah, for sure.
because without the parents being so committed, those kids would not be where they are. I
Yeah,
mean, it's quite the commitment for a parent to drive you basically drive you all over the United States and then fly you international.
yeah, hundred
Um,
percent.
and to cover all the training and everything.
Yeah,
It's quite the undertaking. But they're just amazing, and not just I'm not talking about just their physical abilities either. They're good
yeah.
students.
They're
They're
good.
good
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
really good people. Like
Mhm.
Nate, he's just such a good kid, and everyone could see that.
Yeah.
You
No,
know.
yeah, everybody there. No, yeah, everybody, and also, oh, and I had Chelsea on
Oh,
the
Chelsea,
other
yes.
day. She was there, and you gave her an award too, right? She got
Yeah,
an
I gave
award.
her. She received an award from the county,
Yeah,
and
from the
just for
county.
her,
Wow.
her dedication to the art and being a
Yeah,
woman, paving the way.
yeah,
Christine Bannon received one.
yeah,
Of course, Christine is she's like a legend.
yeah,
Her and I, came about at the same time. We used to compete at the same time. Then you had my husband, of course, my
yeah,
father-in-law,
yeah,
for everything because people don't see what's behind the mission. So behind me is my family,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
I mean, my family, without them
yeah,
loving me and putting up with all my trips and, my husband putting up with me, period.
Yeah,
You know, I mean,
100%.
behind every successful woman, there's a great man. Vice
Yeah,
versa, for every successful man, there's a
100%.
great woman,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my
You know,
wife.
we can do it, but
For
we
real.
do it so much better when we have that loving support behind
Serious.
us.
It does help, and it helps for real. And you need it. You need that backing to do. You need it. You need it for sure. You need that support to be successful. So that's great that you have it, and I'm so happy I have it too
Yeah,
here at home. But yeah, no, it was an amazing event. The gala's great. Female fighters matter too, and that's it. This is just the beginning, guys. So people can follow you. You have a Female Fighters Matter 2 page. You have a shop as well where people can buy things.
yeah. Female fighters matter too. You go to our website. Our new website was launched, so it's femalefightersmatter2.com.
Mhm. Okay.
Just go there. Browse around the site. You can put in a request for sponsorship as an athlete, sponsorship as a team. Everything has to go through there first.
Awesome.
Some
Awesome.
people like to reach out and call me,
Yeah.
and that's great, but you have to go there
Do that
first
there first.
because
Okay.
my team gets all over me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, you gotta, send them there first.
Yeah. That's the
It's
right way to do it. The
nonprofit, so that's
professional way.
changed things. I
Yeah.
can't just give up. I can't just go to an event and say, "Here's a check for 5 grand."
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need to give the person the money and show where it's going, and
Yeah.
it has to fit within the cause.
Yeah. 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 You have
So
to take
some
that.
people, some people don't understand that, and they get a little. Just remember, I'm giving you money, so there's no
I
reason
know.
why
I know. I
you
know.
get upset with
Exactly.
me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Exactly.
hello,
I know. That's
right?
crazy
Like,
how
why are you
people
upset
are.
with
Yeah.
me? Yeah,
And also everything is when you submit it, everything's handled differently. If you find out somebody got this much or this much or this much, it doesn't matter. Everybody's different.
yeah, everybody,
It's
yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's every event or athlete case or whatever that you take intake is like you see it's different. It's not the same way for everybody. So just have that in your mind too as well when
Absolutely.
you go in there.
I
Yeah.
wish, some people want more, or, my intention is to give you a particular amount, but it doesn't fall within um,
Yeah.
the framework. And I can't, would I want to? Of course I would want to,
Yeah. Of course.
but there's a lot of people out there.
Yeah, and
So
it's a pie. You got a pie, and it has to be divided in certain amount of events. So
absolutely,
it's like
absolutely.
that's just the way it is. But any amount that you do give, I mean, I would think everybody has to be appreciative. They can't be upset
You'd
at
be
anything,
amazed.
right? It's like you're actually helping the event with this stuff.
Actually, I know, actually, maybe you wouldn't be amazed, but you'd be amazed some of the things people say to me. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, but it's all good. That's all part of the process of everything, and like evolving and like learning and things with how to do things in the future. So I love when things like that. That's part of the process of growing, right? These little things that come into place.
Oh,
So
absolutely,
that
absolutely.
means you're doing great things for sure. You
I
know?
learned not to take things so personal.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Awesome. Hey, awesome. Thanks for joining me today. It was a great show,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was awesome. And I can't wait to have you back on. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll see you in Toronto.
Yeah, see you in Toronto. All right, guys. Thanks for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Power, baby. Have a great day. Us. Yes.
Bye.